time for another Empties, y'all. So I double checked my channel uploads, and it looks like the last Empties video I did was almost 6 months ago. So it's time. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Rachel. I'm an artist, I'm neurodivergent, I'm disabled. I have a lot of Empties here. And for some reason, this particular basket, I don't know if it's that I'm still recovering from surgery, but this is heavy. This is really heavy. So let's get some stuff out of the way. Maybe I'll save the project pan stuff for the very end. I goofed up when I did my project pan video because I forgot that some of the stuff that I'd emptied and decluttered found its way into this box, into this basket, instead of in that video. We will do an update at the end. Okay, y'all, I want to have a conversation about preciousness mindset. So a couple years ago, I had one of these Neogen dermology masks. I had one of these masks a long time ago and I used it and I loved it. So I was like, okay, I need to hang on to this one because it's so nice and I don't know if I can replace them because they're K-Beauty. And this one has literally been sitting in my sheet mask stash for years and it never got used. So I went to use it yesterday and I pulled it out and it was a like sickly shade of yellow. I was like, I don't know if that's the way it's supposed to be because it matches the outside. I put it on and within 30 seconds or so, the outside of my lips started tingling. I was like, okay, this is off and my skin is having a bad reaction to it. Washed my face, came back into my bedroom. I had pulled out a second mask. This is one of these Sephora Pamplemousse masks. It occurred to me that I've had this since like 2022 and it had also gone off. I didn't put it on, I just smelled it and it smelled like rancid grapefruit. So I had to toss this one also. This Neutrogena Hydro Boost though, fabulous. It was still good. It felt lovely. This has a little flap that you can push up over your lips. There's also flaps to put up over your eyes. But I was starting a new show and I wanted to see it, so I didn't do that. But I did put it over my lips and it hydrated and just felt really good. It was also like a reminder, like, hey, I'm not talking for half an hour. I'm gonna sit here, I'm gonna watch my show, and I'm going to take care of my skin. So this one has been used. I am gonna have to make an effort this year to go through my sheet masks because some of them have been around for a long time. But this is what I'm talking about when I say use the nice things, especially when they're cosmetics and skincare, because eventually they're just not gonna be usable anymore. I also did a foot mask. This is the quenching and relaxing. My feet have been gnarly because I can't bend over to touch my toes, but I was able to get my leg up so I could put the socks on and get my feet hydrated. All right, I know I have another one of these. Okay, I have been noticing a lot of like turkey neck along with double chin. And I've been using these V-Line lifting hydrogel collagen like chin masks. Seriously, getting into bed last night, I had a hair bonnet on, I had the Neutrogena mask over my face, I had the V-Line mask over my chin, and I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna look like those people in the morning shed videos. This stuff is coming off before I go to sleep. But these are crazy. They're stretchy. It's actually a piece of like stretchy fabric or something that's got this really lovely solution in it. And it feels like it lifts, it tightens, and it's just a really nice sensation. I have a box of these, so I'm gonna use them. Use them before they go bad, and then see if I can order another box because they come in like a box of 10. Which, as far as sheet masks go and disposable masks, it's not bad. This is another like preciousness mindset thing that I finally said I'm gonna use it. This is the Nip Mineral Bath Salt. This was for the last bath that I was able to take before my surgery. I was like, it's gonna be a good bath. I'm gonna use this mineral salt. I've got a bath bomb from Lush. I've got a little bit of my Osea Vagus Nerve Oil. Like, it was one of the best baths, like top 5. Top 5 baths I've ever taken. Really nice. Real Collagen. I think this one had gone off too. This is a declutter. This is Sally Hansen fake nails. I can't do fake nails. It's too much of a sensory thing. I can't have anything over my fingernails. Nail polish is as far as I go. Am I gonna do any of this in an order, or am I just gonna go for it? Dry shampoo. This is the same dry shampoo that I've been using for a long time. It's good. The texturizing I really like. It kind of helps me maintain texture. Imagine that. I will continue to buy this. This I will not be repurchasing. This is the Kendra Volume Dry Shampoo. This can took me 2 years to go through because it did nothing. It was like, yes, queen, give me nothing. I didn't notice anything unless I used it in a really heavy concentration. Unless I used a lot of it at once and held it right close to my roots, no difference. So, will not be purchasing this Kendra dry shampoo again. Prequel, this one is missing its top because my cats knocked it off my desk. I have talked about this. This is the 10% urea moisturizer. I love this. I have a new bottle and I keep it next to my bed. Use it for my legs, my arms, basically any place that I can actually reach. It's just a good mid-weight moisturizer. It's not too heavy, it's not too thin. You can feel it working. And I love urea. It's such a good ingredient. Like, that big bottle I think is $22. So for something that elevated and elegant, it's great. Oh goodness, it's 2017 again. Who remembers the Laneige water sleeping mask? I have been going through my old skincare. I have been like trying to bust through and not waste things. There's a couple things in here that I missed, but I finished this. I had about 2 uses left. I remembered it was really nice and hydrating, but it didn't last. It hydrated, but as soon as I woke up and washed my face kind of went instead of like just relaxing. So it's done. I'm glad it's done. It's one more thing out of my life. This I did not get to before it went off. This is the Dewy Glow Jelly Cream from Innisfree. And it is just not what it once was. It doesn't smell as good. It's really dried out and curled up around the edges of the pot. It's done. I'll clean it out and recycle the jar. Another one that needs to be cleaned out and recycled. This is from Versed. This is the Sweet Relief Overnight Barrier Balm. I don't know. I don't think I ever got along with this. I never really figured out how to use it, which is why it sat and dried out. Something I finished before it went off entirely is my Sunday Riley Luna sleeping oil. This smells, this contains blue tansy. I put it on and all of a sudden I looked like someone out of Avatar. It's a really nice hydrating oil. It's expensive. I don't remember where this came from. It might have been on sale. I probably would have bought this 50% off. It's a beautiful bottle. I might see if I can like soak off the label. I like to keep bottles and tins and things that are just really pretty. Did I mention I'm neurodivergent? So this I'm not going to put in the recycling. I'm going to set it out for myself. Body Barrier Balance Creamy Cleanser from Face Reality. I'm sure this came in like a subscription box or something a long time ago, and I stuck it in my extras, in my backups in my bathroom, and when I needed a hydrating body wash, body cleanser, I went for this. I didn't notice a whole lot of difference. I didn't notice that it did a whole lot of anything, but it's done. Okay, I put this in here because my mom and I have both been using this. I have been taking mine out of a mini. So I have a mini in my bathroom. I have been refilling it with hers. And when this one emptied, I was like, it's going in my empties so I can talk about it. This is the Lemon Sage Thickening Spray from Tea Tree. I believe this is an offshoot of Paul Mitchell. I could be wrong. This stuff is great if you have thin hair. I noticed that my hair is thinning. I've been pulling strand after strand. Like, you should see the hair catch in my shower. And I don't know why, but I'm trying to reduce the amount of products I use. So right now I'm on pause as far as using this, but I've been using it for 2 years and it really has made a difference in the density and the thickness, as well as how well my hair holds something like a gentle wave. And I will keep repurchasing this. I just opened another one that's in my mom's room and then I refilled mine. All right, there's one. I'm sure I have others. 2, 3, and last all the sunscreen. All right, it's my favorite sunscreen. This is the Innisfree Hyaluronic Acid Watery Sun Gel. I just noticed that this went up to like $30 on Amazon. So I'm gonna try YesStyle or one of the other cosmetic companies, the K-Beauty, J-Beauty brands, see if I can't get this for less than $30 a tube, because it's my favorite. This one I started and never finished, and I think it had something to do with the fragrance. Oh yeah. This is from Apu. This is their Pure Block Sun Gel, SPF 50. Nice formula, nice protection. It's got a really, really strong, like perfumey floral fragrance. Dyna Hex 4. This is one of the 2 bottles of surgical wash that I had to use the night before my surgery. So obviously both of those are done. This is the depotted bottle, or the bottle in which I depotted the Refer Rebalancing Essence. Stuff is gorgeous. But right now I am so in love with this one from Medicube that I don't need this. However, it can wait. It's going in my backups and it will wait. But this jar is empty, so I need to figure out what else to put in here. I only have one of these because I didn't wear makeup for, I don't know, like a month. So this is the Naturium Fermented Camilla Creaming Cleansing Oil. It's the same cleanser I've used for over a year now. Probably more than that at this point. I've been using this for a long time. I really like it. Oh, Christophe Robin, the leave-in conditioner. This is the 2nd bottle I've finished. And it's the Hydrating Leave-In Mist. This is a brand that does not get enough flowers. I have really fallen in love with a handful of their products. And I think I had a video filmed and I probably deleted it by accident and just forgot about it, because that's what my brain does. Setting mist. This is the Tula Signature Glow. This has been discontinued for quite some time and I still have 2 bottles of it. It's good. It's got like a lot of glitters at the bottom and it was discontinued because people weren't shaking it enough to really distribute the glimmery particles in here. It's stupid. Y'all, my heart is breaking. I just found out that Neutrogena discontinued both their niacinamide and their glycolic. 2 of my favorite serums, they just discontinued. I don't know if it's because they're reformulating or repackaging, but they're not available online anywhere.
Edited Rachel here. I was able to find the niacinamide serum on Amazon. I have not been able to find the glycolic anywhere.
On Neutrogena's site, not at Ulta, not at CVS. I cannot find them. So I am seeking out alternatives. Sicily, I only had this for less than a year. It's a mini, again, preciousness mindset. I used it sparingly, but I did use it. This is a conditioner. It's a moisturizing conditioner. It was nice, but I'm sure it's not worth the price of the full size. I don't know how much that is though. The Body Shop. Apparently there's been some drama around the Body Shop and they're coming back. This was in my shower for a while. This is their shower gel in mango. Let me tell you, I love a mango scented bath product. It fills the shower with that really lovely, sweet, aromatic, but not too floral fragrance. I want to climb into this bottle. I just want to climb into this bottle and live there. This was really lovely. This didn't dry out my skin the way so many shower gels do. It smelled good. It was just a lovely texture. It was a really nice experience, and I want to get it back in my life. This is something I would repurchase. All right, how many of you are in here? Come out wherever you are. All right, I have another sheet mask. This is from MetaHeal. This is their HDP Photo Ready charcoal mask. I'm sure this was lovely. I don't remember using it, but I'm sure it was lovely. All right, I have 2 bottles of my Cosrx Propolis Light Ampule. This one's got a tiny bit, but it's dried out. This is my favorite serum. Hands down, my favorite serum. I will use a couple layers of this at night as just my skincare. It's all I use. Every now and then when I'm just too tired to do anything else, I'll just use this and I'll be good. So I have, I believe, 2 of these open right now. I have one in here in my filming space, and then I have one next door in my bedroom. You know, I have a hard time with Good Molecules. Their serums just don't seem to really affect me. I don't know. This is their hyaluronic acid, and in comparison to the Ordinary, which I've been using for ages, this just feels kind of chintzy. It's a little thin. It doesn't sink in as well, and I just don't get it. I finished a brow dye kit from Godfrey. This is their regular tint kit. They also have an express brow dye kit. We will be talking about that in the future. This is 20 uses, and it's about $20, I think, maybe less. And it comes with developer, it comes with individual capsules. So you don't have just this open bottle of dye. It's an easy to use kit. It also comes with a couple brushes, and I save those brushes. I don't throw them out. But yeah, this one's done. I have another one on the go. Oh, my love, you are messy. Let's clean you up. This is the Osea Vagus Nerve Bath Oil. Love this stuff. I can get about 4 to 5 baths out of this. And that averages out to about $10 a bath, which is a lot given my migraines and my nerve pain and just the general aches and pains that I deal with. This relaxes my body in a way that nothing else has before it. It's got a really lovely lemony fragrance. At first, it reminded me a little bit of citronella, but it has grown on me very, very much. Yeah, it's a little citronella, but once it's in the bath, it just has this citrus aroma that calms everything down. I don't currently have a bottle of this, but I also can't take a bath right now, and I miss that. This is A+, always recommend, always want to have a bottle of this in my shower. What is it? This is from Korres, Korres. I don't know how to pronounce this. Oh, this is their Wild Rose Vitamin C Brightening Cream. I remember there was a period where I really, really relied on this, and I think I've just kind of wandered away from it, but I was reminded how rich and thick and hydrating and how good for my skin this was. I might see if I can find another one of these online or if I can find one secondhand. I want to look for this. I also want to look for the Christophe Robin leave-in conditioner. This is the Lighthouse Sciences MJ Muscle and Joint Balm. This is a THC-based balm. I don't know where Lighthouse Sciences is based. I think they're an Ohio brand, but this stuff helps with the nerve pain in my hands. When my pain is just crippling, it's terrible. And rubbing a little bit of this into my hands, into my forearms, really helps calm down that nerve pain. Dare I just dump these out? Or maybe I'll just turn them sideways, because there's a lot of minis in here. I finished a deodorant. Like literally, I pulled everything out. This is the Fleur Vanilla Skin. It's my favorite deodorant. I have another one that I'm close to finishing. I almost bought another one at the Sephora sale, but I was like, you know what? It's $20. Buying it now is not going to accomplish anything major. So I'll buy it when I need it. Just to try it to see what it did to my hair. I bought a bottle of the K18 Biomimetic Hair Science Leave-In Molecular Repair Hair Mask. I don't know if I saw lasting results. I used this when I showered for a good like 6 weeks, and then I ran out of product. So it just, this size was still like $25, $30. And I understand that K18 is like really high quality professional products, but it just, I don't know. Maybe it's beyond my comprehension. I don't know. I just didn't really notice anything major. This stuff, this is the Crown Affair leave-in conditioner. I, again, used it, but I made it last. And I really want a bottle of the full size now. I considered buying it during the Sephora sale, but I didn't. I have 1 tube of the Sustain Eye Gel. I remember a period where I had like 14 tubes of this in one like 6-month empty. I'm not using this as much because I'm using one of the prescription eye drops and it's making a big difference to my eyes. So I'm not buying this stuff as much. And this stuff is like $16 a tube. So it's the Sustain Eye Gel. It's the overnight severe eye relief. It's really nice, especially this time of year if your eyes are really dry, but talk to your eye doctor. I am not a doctor. Do not take my advice when it comes to putting stuff in your eyes. Talk to your doctor. This stuff works for me because my eye doctor told me to try it. All right, this is a mini of the Clinique Take the Day Off. Lovely. There's a little bit left in there and it smells like old crayons because it's wax and oil based. The Refer Lightweight Hydrating Cream. This stuff is the bomb. This stuff is really good. I opened a new tube recently and I was like, oh yeah, that stuff is really good. I haven't been using it because I've been using other moisturizers. This one I tried to use and it went bad because I have to be pushed to use eye creams. This is the Elemis Peptide Eye Recovery Cream. I don't get what is up with Elemis. It feels like their products should be $15 to $20 cheaper than they are. They are ridiculously overpriced and I find their products really ineffective or just really repulsive. I had a moisturizer that I opened and just could not stand the smell of. I passed it along to a friend. I don't understand what makes this brand special. I don't get it. So this is, I don't even know if it's off. The tube does feel like it's expanded, but I just can't be bothered. Dental floss. This is the Oral-B Deep Clean. It's my favorite dental floss. I have sensitive gums because I'm celiac, and with celiac, you tend to get more acid reflux, which then wears away at your teeth and affects your gums. So I try to use good dental floss. Mini of the Pharmacy Honey Halo Ultra Moisturizing Ceramide Moisturizer. I'm sure it was fine. I'm sure it was good. This is something I've been wanting to try for a while, but you really can't get a grasp of a product from a one-time use ampule. All right, we have some makeup and then some Project Pan stuff. None of the makeup is terribly exciting, however. I have 2 of these really gnarly e.l.f. Glow Reviver lip oils. One of my favorite, easily accessible drugstore oils. I would compare this to the Edam lip gloss, the Shoo Shoo softening balm. It has a lot of the same properties. It's nicely hydrating, and it's clear. It's in different packaging, but it's a beautiful product. And if you're tight for money, wait until it goes on sale at CVS. And yeah, these are fabulous. This is from Flower Beauty. It's one of their CBD Chill Out Lip Glaze. I don't know if these are available anymore. I think I still have 1 or 2 of these in backup. I cleared a lot of backup stuff out of my bedroom, and so there's a bookcase in my mom's room. I'll have to look in in the storage unit in there to see if I still have a couple of these, because these are one of the nicest lip treatments I've ever used. It's just hydrating. Put it on and it just kind of coats your lips overnight, and you wake up and they're soft, and it's one of those treatments that you put on and immediately feel relief.
Rachel again, just learning that Flower Beauty has closed down permanently, which breaks my heart because they have some gorgeous eyeshadows, they had some beautiful products, but a lot of it felt really gimmicky. So, RIP Flower Beauty.
I think I just tossed this. I got to the point where, like, oh yeah, some things are just too old, that have been in my backup basket for too long. This is a mini of the Marc Jacobs mascara. Marc Jacobs is no longer a brand, or they cleared out their stock and then they're back with other, I don't know. But this is from before Marc Jacobs cleared out all of their products. So this is older than the hills, and I'm not going to try and put it on my eyelashes. No. While we're talking lips, I finished a mini, or I decluttered. I don't know if this is actually done. Oh yeah, no, this is done. This is, I don't remember what these are called. I used to love these though. Yeah, these are the Make Beauty Serum Balms. This one's in Nude Nova, so it's got a light coral peachiness to it. Really thin, but lovely, elegant, hydrating feel. Nice little sheen to the lips. At one point, I had like 4 of these, and I want to say I have been systematically using them up, or they've been going off. 2 Anastasia brow gels. These are both clear. These are what, propelled me to buy a full size when it was 50% off. These are great. I don't know if Wands for Wildlife is still taking mascara and brow wands. I will have to look that up.
It looks like Wands for Wildlife is so overstocked that they are no longer accepting used mascara wands. They suggest that you recycle or repurpose or use brands that make products that create less waste.
But I will double check, and if they're not, I will have to figure out a way to recycle these. Last non-project pan item, and this one breaks my heart because it's so pretty and I was so excited to get it. This is the Ritual de Fille Enigmatic Black Orb in the shade Iron. I was doing my makeup and I wanted to use this. I put it on and it started burning my eyes. Made my eyes really red, and it's done. It has to be. There's no way to salvage it. And this is what I mean about a preciousness mindset. However, I never really got this to work for me anyway. This is one of those things that was expensive for the sake of it being expensive, and it was not a good eyeliner. So I do not recommend buying these products. I just don't. They're more for like show. They're more for something that you put on your vanity and you're like, ooh, look at my black orb that's secretly eyeliner. I want to throw this across the room because it was not cheap. Oh, the more I think about it, the more angry I get. But that is everything from the basket. Let's talk Project Pan. Let's talk Project Pan. So I have some things here that I think I talked about in my Project Pan update. I have finished the Fenty Beauty Skin Tint, decluttered the e.l.f. Something Hydrating Core Lipstick, decluttered a MAC Mini in the shade Velvet Teddy because it went off, and this Charlotte Tilbury double-ended liner I'm done with. Half of this was terrible. It dried out, it never worked. I wasted more of it sharpening it, trying to get to like the non-dried out parts of this liner. Again, this is like $32, $36, and half of it doesn't work. That's infuriating. All right, I have another bin of stuff here that I just hadn't pulled out of my basket. I'd forgotten about. So this teaches me like to separate your Project Pan empties. Even, you know, it's something you're tired of looking at, separate them nonetheless. This lovely little JD Glow lip gloss. I love the way this smelled and I like the way it felt, but it always ended up making my lips shed and not in like a cute or intentional way. So it's going. This is a Charlotte Tilbury Glowgasm Beauty Light Wand in Peachgasm. This was in my Project Pan. I used a bit of it and then I realized I don't want to use it anymore. So this is its last stop and it's now out of my collection. Tatcha, I finished this Tatcha primer. This has been in my Project Pan since 2021, 22. And that means that I had it for a while before that. Do y'all remember when the Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer was a big deal? It was a long, long time ago. And I'm done with it. Is that the last Project Pan item in here? Yeah, I've got a couple more makeup items that were in the bottom. The Merit Flush Balm in Beverly Hills that I depotted just got too gross to use. It just got a little gross. I'm gonna clean out this compact and keep it because it's gorgeous. And I love having compacts that I can fill at a moment's notice. So yeah, that's 5 additional items from my Project Pan. No, 4, because this doesn't really count. That I'm done with. And that just, it feels good. It feels good to make a decision about something that I've been waffling on, like this Charlotte Tilbury thing. I've been like, but it was expensive and I like it. No, I use it and it looks bad. And no, walk away. Cut your losses, cut ties, be done. All right. Speaking of cutting your losses, so this is the voluminous brown balm mascara from, I think it's L'Oreal. Yeah. This is fine if you like a dark brown mascara. I didn't want a dark brown mascara. I wanted a brown mascara. This is not that. I mean, that's the color right there. That's black. That's black. That's not brown. It's black. The formula is fine. It's a thin formula. If you're looking for something a little subtle that's drugstore, the formula is good, but it's not brown. I finished my Merit tubing mascara. I really liked this. This is again like a little more buildable, but still subtle and feathery. This was my like mid-tone, middle of the road. Like I want to wear mascara, but I don't want anything too much. This. And in that same vein, I have my Merit 1990 Brow Pencil and the 1980 Brow Gel. I loved both of these. I would keep these as my constant companions, but I thought I would try some new stuff. I know what I like. I want to experiment, but if I need to, I know that I have a home right here with these guys. And y'all, oh wait, no. These are about to be done, so I just want to talk about them so I can toss them. This is the Medicate Crystal Retinol 8. This is a really good, strong retinol, and I've had it open for a really long time. Fortunately, it's in like an airless tube, so air hasn't been able to get in there and like make it go bad, but I think I got the last good squeeze out of this, so I'm gonna call it done. I have a backup. I also have the Neutrogena retinol. I don't need to keep this. I'm gonna call this done. This has like maybe 3 to 4 uses in it left. This is the Tula Glow and Get It Brightening Under Eye Treatment Balm thing. This is nice for makeup prep. If you're looking for some brightening in the middle of your face, if you're looking to like brighten your forehead, it's good for that. It's also nicely hydrating under the eyes and around the nose and the mouth. I don't not recommend it, but I also like don't quite understand what problem it's trying to fix. Like, you can still use a little bit of highlighter. You can use a good, really glowy skincare product. I don't know why we need something specifically for brightening. I don't know. That's my take. It's fine. Now, one more because I'm going to finish this and that'll be the end of it. This is the Color Wow Style on Steroids. This is another one that I've had for 2 years and I'm trying to finish it. So it's supposed to be for thin hair. I have pretty thin hair. We'll give it its best. I don't see any difference. So I'm going to use this up. I'll just arbitrarily decide to spray my hair when I get the whim. But other than that, that is Empties for the end of, almost the end of December, end of 2025. Oh my God, y'all, what is this timeline we're living in? Things are nuts. So it is a hard time of year for a lot of people, myself included. Let's be gentle and kind and have some grace, both with the people in our lives and with ourselves. Know thyself, and if you need space, take it. Take it. Take care of yourself so you can take care of each other. I'll see you all in my next one. Bye, friends.